Hello, this is Thomas from Xsens. This tutorial is for using Unreal Engine 4's sequence recorder to record live stream data from MVN and apply that data to multiple characters in a single scene in Unreal Engine. If you do not know how to live stream from MVN to Unreal Engine 4, please watch the MVN live link setup for Unreal video first. For this tutorial, I will be using free assets from the scanned 3D people pack available on the marketplace. I already have my character set up for and receiving live streaming data. I have the skeleton retargeted in the MVN remap asset, as well as my character's skeleton's T-pose already set. Finally, I have an animation blueprint created and configured for live link. I will be using the sequence recorder to record animation data only. All of these skeletal meshes in this people pack use the same skeleton, so I will be able to apply the created animation assets to any mesh at any given time. Because of this, the skeletal mesh I have shown on screen does not matter when I record the animations. If I had characters with different skeletons, however, each one would require its own live link setup and would need to be run individually through the following sequence recorder steps. From this point, I can go straight into Unreal Engine's sequence recorder, which can be found under the Window menu. Before I can begin recording my character's movements, I must first add the character to the sequence recorder. With my character selected, I simply click Add. My character now appears in the recorder window. If I had multiple characters in this scene added to the sequence recorder, but did not want to record the movements of every character, I can specify here which actors will be active for the next recording. I will only be using a small handful of settings. First, I want to make sure that the Create Level Sequence box is unchecked, so that I only create animation assets and not extra level sequences. Below that, we have sequence length and recording delay. When I tell the sequence recorder to stop recording, it will record data up until the point it was stopped. Since the animation data I plan to record is shorter than 60 seconds, I can leave this setting alone. Recording delay adds a countdown for the actual recording to begin once the button is pressed, so I will change this to 0 so the recording will begin immediately. Finally, I want to name my recording to keep things organized. At this point, I can begin recording. The play button and recording button are independent from each other, so I will play the level to begin live streaming and then press record when ready. With my recording finished, I can click this prompt to immediately open the animation asset. Otherwise, the default location for the recorded animations can be found in Content, Cinematics, Sequences, Animations. I will record one more animation, so I will change the name and go through the recording process once more. I now have the animations I want and am finished with live streaming, so I can remove the live link character from the world. I will be creating my scene using the sequencer, where I can compile characters and animations onto a single level sequence. First, I will go to Cinematics, Add Level Sequences, name it, and then save. This will automatically open the sequencer. I can also get to the same window by double-clicking my level sequence. Before I can use my animations, I need to add characters to the sequencer. To do so, I will locate the skeletal meshes of the characters that I want to use. If the skeletal mesh happens to be the same one as the one I recorded with using LiveLink, I will need to make sure that I'm using the skeletal mesh only of that character and not the animation blueprint. With my desired characters placed in the world, I can go back to the sequencer and click plus track, actor to sequencer, and choose one of my characters. That character now appears here in the sequencer. I will go ahead and add the other two characters as well. I can now start applying my animation assets to these characters. Clicking the plus by the animation track of the desired character will open a window with all animations associated with that character's skeleton. I will apply the backflip animation to this character, adjust the playback range to cover the length of the animation, click this button to turn on looping, and then hit play. I will go ahead and add the animation to the other characters as well. At any point, I can decide to change a character's animation within the sequencer. I will first want to delete the current animation, and then I will go ahead and apply the handstand roll animation. After adjusting the sequencer a bit, my character is now performing a different action without any issue. If needed, I can globally reposition my characters at any time, and similar to a dope sheet or timeline in any 3D software, I can choose to keyframe the transform values if I wanted to have my characters change positions throughout the scene. I now have a basic scene with different characters animated by recorded live stream data. I hope this tutorial helps you. Thank you for watching.